had a burger today.
I would kill for a burger today. That sounds delicious.
I had a Bacon King from from Burger King.
Oh, that also sounds delicious. All right, we ready?
I thought we were already recording.
Yep, we're recording. Want to let you
Oh,
know.
baller.
Hey, everybody, we're back for more God of War Ragnarok,
Yes, the Rock of the Rag.
which has been replaced as my game of the year, by the way. But that is a totally different thing. Mostly because it's not the year of God of War Ragnarok anymore.
That's fair. Did you know status bars are shown above enemies' heads?
Convenient. Hold triangle to frost up the axe.
Yeah. So, how's your week been? And
It's
also, happy Boxing Day, everyone who's watching this on YouTube.
This is
Oh, wait,
Wednesday.
shit,
That's
no.
after Boxing Day.
Yeah. Boxing Day is Tuesday. Fuck.
I heard any day they're gonna start boxing now.
Yeah, I fucked up. Look, I'm a dumbass, okay? That's been well established.
Give me a second to mess with my audio. There we go.
Yeah.
He sure did go to pains coming here, busting old tear loose. What a prize he turned out to be, huh?
It's nice that we're hanging out with Brock right now.
It's time
Oh,
to
yeah.
heal my kitchen.
We got some time with Sindri, now we got some time with Freya, now it's back to good old Brock. The man
Yep.
who started it all. Any treasure? No. But there could have
So,
been. That's important.
I started watching Doctor Who again. I'm watching the 11th Doctor right now.
Ah, yes. Always fun to see Matt Smith.
Oh, yeah. Did I tell you why I started watching Doctor Who again?
Do tell me. I love it when you explain stuff.
Uh, it's because I was watching a review of Morbius, and it was like it concluded with being like Matt Smith is not villain material,
Mmm.
at least not this kind of villain. And that was like, yeah, no, I think that's valid. I should go watch Doctor Who, the 11th Doctor again, because
Hang on.
at least early on, it was pretty decent, like up until the Pandorica.
Oh, I
Now
love that
having,
cut.
oh yeah,
Local
now having watched
supplies and hopefully nobody else is no
season
harm.
5 and 6, um, I would like to amend my statement because the 11th Doctor was good for longer than I thought. A Good Man Goes to War was the last episode that I would qualify as pretty decent. And then there's Let's Kill Hitler, which is a huge nosedive in quality. You know,
Fair enough, I get you.
I have so many issues with that episode.
Let's kill the bad guy of World War II is definitely a not a great episode by even like the nicest means. I get what it was aiming for. I really do get like what they wanted to accomplish with that episode. On the opposite hand, I
My
think it's a stupid idea, and I refuse to accept it.
Yeah, no, what so my main issue is how they handled Melody because uh it resulted in the entire plot line that was literally set up in the previous episode. It caused that plot line to be just dropped entirely.
Oh, absolutely. It kind of kills itself.
Oh yeah, I think that it would have been better if they had introduced Melody much earlier in the series than the episode where she is revealed to be River Song, because like she shows up out of nowhere. Uh,
No explanation, no build
yeah,
up.
And then they have a montage of her being Amy's friend, as though that it counts as character development. It would have been nice to see those flashbacks during the series. Like, because can you imagine if Mel was an on again, off again companion who regularly caused trouble?
That could have been fun.
It could have been so much fun, and the payoff would have been way better. And because we would know who Mel is, it wouldn't be weird to have. It wouldn't be weird for like
Hey, I got the crank covered.
for Amy to name her after, because we learn everything about Mel the episode she's introduced, only for her to get sidelined as she becomes River Song.
Yeah. It really does sort of like have an issue of being like on a silver platter. It could have been like one of those great companion deaths, but then they kind of squander it.
Not giving her the time to exist as a companion.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's my main issue, is that there's no reason to care for Mel. Uh,
Yep. It is kind of one of those things where it just sort of kills itself, you know?
yeah.
I mean, there's parts of it that I do like. On the opposite hand, there's a lot of it I don't like. And the parts of it I don't like overwhelm the parts of it I do like. And I like the actor who played Mel. The fact that she has like barely any involvement is part of the reason why I dislike it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where the idea had some solid potential, but the execution was so badly handled.
You're gonna look dandy as a red splotch on this here hammer.
Indeed. Nothing in God of War is mishandled, though.
Take that nest out so the thing can
Yeah.
move. That's why we're up here, remember? Finally.
There we go.
Now we can ride on up to the fort. Come on, the lady's waiting. Hey, got enough?
I'm probably gonna actually watch the 12th Doctor once I get to it.
Capaldi's fun. The problem is his worst episodes kind of carry over the garbageness from
Moffat. Well,
he has the inverse problem of 11, in which 11 has these really great early episodes and then really bad later episodes.
Think I'll grab some for the lady.
It's the opposite for Capaldi. He has really bad early episodes and then it goes up.
Watch and learn. See?
that's fair.
It's all about the
Oh, I love this
Could be worse.
speech.
It could be Chibnall.
relationship between the stuff what you can touch and what you can't. It's about understanding.
Understanding what?
The nature of a thing's more important than the form of the thing.
He stole the sound from the wind.
Oh well,
You can't hear the wind anymore. He stole it.
that's wild.
He put it in his bag. I love that shit.
Hang on. I smell trouble.
If you were to make Matt Smith a villain in some kind of movie, what kind of villain would you make him?
Here comes the food.
That's a good question. I might make him a I'd probably make him like one of those gleeful trickster kinds, you know?
Yeah, reality warpers.
He definitely would play like a Q type character.
Yeah.
After he
I
left
think
Doctor Who, he played a bunch of villain roles, all of which were garbage.
yeah, that's because the villain roles don't really fit his like style of acting. If he was a reality warper like trickster, like Q or the Celestial Toymaker, like he could have a lot of fun with that, and it
He's
would work really well with his acting style because he chews scenery so well.
Are you nervous?
he's great at it. He's got like a lot of energy in his movements. He's very comedic. He's very Jim Carrey esque.
Turn the crank
Yeah,
and let's
you know what? Honestly, Matt Smith would make a fantastic Riddler.
what is it this time? Out of the way.
He might make a fun Riddler. I could believe that.
No.
Yeah.
Do I gotta fix everything in this
N-
dang city my own self? I'm gonna need a couple of things.
You know what would be? Oh God, you know what would be a great idea for a movie?
What?
A movie where everyone plays it so seriously, like they're in a DC film, except for the villain who's a reality warper who uh, is just like having fun, but because they're fun. Honestly, imagine if like Jobu Tapaki was in something that had the tone of like the Snyder cut.
I could believe that. That would be interesting.
Yeah. Like just not taking anything seriously but being too powerful for uh anyone to be able to like stop them.
He could be Mitsuplex.
Oh god, Matt Smith as Mr. Mixelplex would be fantastic.
To be fair, it's only because the original perfect choice, Gilbert Gottfried, is no
Gilbert
longer with
Gottfried
us.
passed away. God, I miss Gilbert Gottfried. That was a fantastic episode of Superman. The one where he just has the montage of trying to get Superman to fight him, but Clark keeps outsmarting him
Yes.
in like 5 minutes.
The thing about Superman is a lot of people forget he's actually a super genius.
Yeah, he's smart,
He's a different
and
kind
it
of genius from Batman.
okay. Batman is smart. Superman is clever.
Wow, Goldie, you sure did
Well,
give up
If
on
that
that riddle in a hurry.
I give up nothing.
if
Superman
that
makes a
makes
lot of his own tech too. The problem is that his tech is different from the type of tech that, is actually useful. It's all way too dangerous for its own good.
Desire only
that's
grows when
fair.
you take away
It's the stuff he
Uh,
wouldn't want used against him, so he doesn't use it himself.
yeah.
He
The
has no need to.
I really I like Batman and I like Superman, and I wish there was a movie
One more
that involved both of them that would handle it well, handle their dynamic well.
Fair enough.
Because like I really don't like the current depictions of Batman, and like for a while now. Um.
good. Crank it.
Oh, this is an important scene. Get ready.
Oh, you gonna ring a bell?
No. We're going down
I
into
see.
a dwarven smith to meet the lady.
Ooh, I don't even remember what my theories about who she is.
Here she comes.
Oh,
Mother, I
she's a,
believe, was your theory.
yeah, I think so. She's a mermaid, a siren.
I,
God, I love
Ooh, I
this.
love that. I love that transition.
I love her design.
I love her design so much. It's got like kelp vibes.
Ooh. It's the sound of the wind, the tip of a spear, the ring drop near.
Now you just need the beard of a lady, the sound of a cat's step, and uh oh fuck, what was the third thing that the rainbow was made of?
blood of a god.
Not sure. Oh, In order to make the weapon, it needs the blood of a god.
She gonna buy it? Of that. Ooh, I love that.
I love how it mists. Ooh.
Oh, it's the Omega. And a boomerang?
That's the signal of the Spartan shield.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a spear that is contained within a ring.
This entire segment is just beautiful.
Alright. So who is she and why didn't Sindri want Brock to...
We're gonna find out in a moment.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I love that. Can you throw infinite spears now?
Almost forgot. Ma'am, it would be an honor if you might bless you first. Are you, hello? Hello? The fuck was that? She acts like I weren't even here.
Mermaids don't speak to our corporeal bodies. They speak to a part of our soul. A part specifically you might be missing.
Oh. Well, that's not as impressive.
Fuck! Damn it, Sindri, you lion cat scrubber! I knew it. I died. I fucking died! The fuck do you want?
It needs a blessing.
Yeah, well, the one to give us the blessing just fucked off into the tomb.
It needs the blessing of a great blacksmith.
What? I can't bless shit. I don't have all my soul bits. The blessing wouldn't mean squat.
It is the nature of a thing that matters.
Oh, it's that thing that he said earlier.
Yes!
Being turned back on. I do love that.
This is like one of
When
my
someone...
favorite scenes in the entire game.
It's one of my favorite tropes. When someone's own words are used against them
May this weapon
or repeated back to them.
may it be wielded with wisdom. May it be put down when its job is done.
But yeah, Sindri, so Brock died, and
Yeah, I remember you
Sindri
saying
went
that.
to the underworld to collect his soul, but he failed. He only collected part of it.
Yeah, and wasn't the soul frozen partially, and that's why he's blue?
Now you know I can't let you take our new guy.
I believe so?
Because, it's really cold in the Norse underworld.
Check that out. It
Hell yeah.
explodes.
Awesome.
Ain't your first time with the spear, I reckon.
It is the first weapon a Spartan learns.
Well, hell, it's just like
Give me a second.
That's true.
Time to buy me some skills I've been neglecting all this time.
Well, I mean, you did just get the tree.
I mean, yeah, but I have other things I can purchase.
Well, not anymore.
Fair enough. Oh, I have heavy runes that I forgot about.
Yeah. So, back to Doctor Who. I think my favorite character in Eleven's time is definitely Rory, since he gets the most development.
Rory is a lot of fun. I think like my main issue with Rory is that it,
After Goodman goes to war, he's kind of underused.
he has like a really like flimsy start to his character, where he just kind of exists to suck up space and be there whenever like Amy needs him, and they sort of build on him more. And by a certain point, he just keeps dying, and that's just a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It feels like they don't find the groove for him for like a period of time, you know?
it's definitely like he doesn't come to being his like a full character until the Pandorica.
Exactly.
Because before that, he's mostly there to be a companion death.
Pretty much.
But I do like he does have some great lines i- with the Doctor because he's one of the few people. He's definitely the only human that can really like be on his level in terms of experience. Because he's over 2,000 years old.
We all die sometime. Many of
True.
us more than once.
I think that's one of the things I like about Rory. By a certain point, he and the Doctor get have more in common than he and Amy do,
Yeah,
in like a very
and for one
nice
thing,
way.
yeah. One of my favorite quotes I shared with you. Let me pull it up, but it was in um. Oh God, I don't remember which episode it was in, but where was it? Oh, it was in the the Impossible Astronaut.
I forget what happens in that episode.
Uh, well, in the Impossible Astronaut, the Doctor invites them to have a picnic, and then it then goes and dies, and then they go back to to a diner that they were at earlier to try and figure out who, because their letters were numbered. They they had Rory and Amy got letter number 2, River got number 3, and the guy from the '60s got number 4. They went back to the diner that they met at and tried to figure out who the letter number 1 was sent to, and it turned out to be the Doctor from an earlier point. And they had to go figure out. The Impossible Astronaut is what
Yes, I
introduced the
remember that.
silence.
I think
Yeah.
I did not remember anything else that happens in an episode after that. Is what I mean.
Well, they try to figure out who the girl is, and they try to figure out why they what the spacesuit was for, and end up broadcasting the silence on the moon landing transmission, which results in humans killing the silence
Mm.
on site without even knowing it.
Oh yeah, that rock's in the way.
Get a decent angle and fling a spear into it head on. See? Dirty enough to climb on, swing on, whatever's you need.
All right, I found it. The quote was um, it'd be like kicking the Romans out of Rome. Rome fell. I know, I was there. So was I. Like really, uh, really showcasing that Rory did like have
A lot going on.
yeah.
Oh, very well.
Oh, is that one of those?
There we go. Yeah, they give you one of her kids early on. Foop.
Oh, nice. That's straight up a Ghostbuster ghost trap.
Yep, pretty much.
You did not.
Did you ever play the Ghostbusters video game?
Which one?
The one for the Xbox 360.
Very good game. Yes, I did.
It was really good.
No other Ghostbusters game since then has been any decent.
Or before then. Wasn't there one for the Kinect at some point?
Probably. The Kinect had a bunch of garbage games.
Yeah, the Kinect is what had the the game that had Plan to Eradicate Saiyans on it.
What?
You don't remember Plan to Eradicate Saiyans?
I do not. No.
Okay, so there was it started out in the I think the 90s on a console that was effectively an interactive uh, movie, uh, and later on it got more or less a remake in for the Kinect. Its plot was you remember the Tuffles in GT?
Barely.
They were the people who originally inhabited planet Vegeta, and they were killed by the Saiyans, and one of them ended up surviving and swearing vengeance and built a robot to kill all the Saiyans.
Barely, but yes. I know what you're
Yeah,
referring to.
they stole their they stole the entire baby arc from the plan to eradicate Saiyans.
Oh, Lord.
Because it's about a race that lived on planet Vegeta before the Saiyans that was wiped out by the Saiyans, and a scientist who survives ends up vowing revenge and building a robot to kill the remaining Saiyans.
Fair enough.
Like, the one good arc of GT was a rehash of a plot that was in a game for a console that almost nobody even had.
Oof.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
God.
Thank you, Brock.
GT was such a mess.
Spear.
Damn straight it is.
It had interesting ideas, but it didn't execute them well.
I get it.
Mainly the corrupted Dragon Balls. I liked the idea that the Dragon Balls would turn evil, that Shenron would effectively turn evil due to the constant misuse of wishes. I think that's a really neat idea.
Fair enough. It is kind of
But
clever when you say it that way.
yeah, the idea is good. The execution isn't.
And you know what
Because
they
it
say? If you can't get the execution right, why are you swinging the axe?
yeah. Yeah. Oh god, have you ever seen an executioner's sword? It looks
Um,
really dumb.
I have
Pick.
seen hit film Sinbad.
I still need to see that.
It's great. It has an amazing scene with an executioner that I won't talk about.
I only hope Sindri's in one piece by the time Brock's done with him. The ice beneath those two is thin enough under the best of circumstances.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Another great scene. You ready?
Sure.
Are you ready?
Where is everyone?
What was Keith David in recently?
Pluto.
Oh right, who was he?
Tenma.
He was Tenma?
Yes.
Nice.
He's doing well, by the way, and will continue to do so just as long as I
I
Oh,
love this version of Odin.
Our friend here has a
yeah.
whole lot to live for. Arguable. Why not for his own head? New spear.
And then he just brings in a kidnapped Durlin.
Can't deny the dwarf.
Well, he's got to have a meat shield.
Fair enough.
Speak.
You don't really want more. Do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands, on your son's hands. I want peace as much as you do.
If you want peace, then you got to give up boy.
He's lying.
Well, he did say that boy came to him willingly.
Boy of ours
I mean, that's fair.
is everything I expected. So clever, kind. You're sure he's yours? You really ought to be very proud. He is the key to peace in our age, to break free from all this fate and prophecy.
My son is not your key.
Oh, God, do they not have metaphor in your homeland? Or rather, I'm sorry, that's not. I know you're not the god you once were. Now is your chance to prove it.
Return my son, or you may meet the god I once was.
Ooh.
And
Ooh, that's a line.
what is that? Kratos? What do you even know of godhood? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you?
Yes,
Can you
actually.
imagine that kind of love? No. You don't care about mortals.
In the
You don't care about anything
PSP
beyond
games.
yourself, beyond the monster who kills without cause. You fear what you can never even hope to understand.
But did he ever guide them
Wonder
beyond
Yeah.
just bringing them back to war again?
is in no rush to come back to you.
I mean, he won those wars for them. Also, he didn't really. I mean, yes, he killed a lot of people, but I wouldn't say it was without cause. At least not the gods. A lot of the gods he killed, there was cause for it.
That's fair.
Like Zeus. Zeus did kill him.
Good timing. Let's see what Brock made you.
I wonder if not every enemy deserved it. Definitely not the boat captain. Fucking heck.
Oh yeah, he died like what 4 times to Kratos' hand.
Twice specifically. By the
Okay.
way, the new DLC chapter is out, and this is not a spoiler, but the boat captain does get an entire mention.
Yeah, I think you told me. Or what was he in the first game, like in the underworld when Kratos was facing like people that he didn't need to kill or something? Was that a thing in the first game, or am I hallucinating?
So, he was in the underworld after Kratos died, and then he gets brought back to life during the boss fight with the Barbarian King in 2.
So that's the
Okay, but also Kratos did. Oh, wasn't he trying to climb up the same thing Kratos was trying to climb up in the first game, and Kratos tossed him back down into the pits of the underworld?
Yes.
I will count that as a death.
Fair enough. That is 3 times Kratos has killed the same man.
I thought he appeared in the underworld in
3?
no in 2018.
No.
Uh,
He gets a mention, but he doesn't appear.
okay, that's probably it.
You know, Zeus
I just remember that.
appears.
Yeah, I know that. I know that a bunch of ghosts from Kratos' past popped up. I just thought that the boat captain was one of them.
Fair enough. The boat captain, his appearances in order are. I just got hit by a centaur, of course.
enemy behind you, Kratos.
Are you kidding me? The boat captain appearances are in the first game where he dies. Then again
Yeah,
the
eaten
second
by the
game.
Hydra.
Yep. And then he appears in the. He does not appear in the third game. He gets a reference. One of his letters is found, and that is one of the collectibles you can get in that game. Then he makes another reference in the fourth game, where he is where you can find one of his boats. Basically,
Ah,
after he died, his first mate stole his boat and got it shipwrecked in the Lake of the Nine.
okay. Wasn't there not much of the boat left because of the Hydra?
He had a fleet.
Oh, okay.
He gets a reference in Chains of Olympus.
Is that the?
No,
Yes.
in God of War Ascension.
Oh, okay.
Why did I say Chains of Olympus?
I
Maybe
don't
it's
know.
also a prequel.
Is that the one that ends with? Uh, is that the one that ends where the first game started?
You know, I would have beaten
Um,
earlier.
More or less.
no. Chains of Olympus ends where the first game starts.
Okay.
Ascension is Kratos before he starts working for the gods.
Uh,
Which,
what
by the
is the
way,
final boss the Barbarian King?
no. Ascension is a period of time in which Kratos is attempting to break his oath to Ares.
That may be
Ah,
before,
so it's
Be-
before he kills his wife and kid?
right after.
do you understand?
Okay, right after.
So he kills his wife and kids. He breaks his oath to Ares, and because he's an oath breaker, the Furies hunt him down. So it's about him breaking his oath to Ares and freeing himself from the
What did
Furies.
he say?
Lies, threats, and more lies. What do
I
you expect?
see.
You think
Yep,
your lies
it's
betray us
not a great story,
No. On that, I'm afraid
but
you
it does
Yeah,
get a
especially since
reference
we know
in
where it
the
would
new
end.
DLC.
Oh,
I
cool.
saw a
Yeah.
gateway near here, overlooking the bay. We can get to it with your spear, I think. This way.
another berserker
Hmm.
gravestone. You know what to do.
One of the cats tore open one of the
Oh,
presents that wrap, so you gotta rewrap it
oof, I hate
tomorrow.
that. This is why I don't have any Christmas stuff around my house.
No.
We've got a tree up with a bunch of presents under it.
The old resistance. Guild, solidarity, all that. Or it used to be anyway, till the AC had buried it under that big, gaudy dwarf statue in the bay. Might do the dwarves some good to see it again.
You're not worried that might draw the Einherjar's attention?
The old father nearly slit my throat just to get to you. I might be past giving a shit what he thinks. Just find me at the bar when you've got it.
You'll certainly be able to reach new areas in the bay with that spear.
Aye. Might be worth looking for.
Oh yeah, so we open up a whole bunch of new areas in the bay, which is why we're here now.
Oh, nice.
But I'm not gonna do that unless you want to do that.
Eh,
We've
up
kind
to
of been
you.
skipping the side content, which is a shame because a lot of the side content is great, but at the same time, the story mode is like 30 hours long normally. And that's not even counting the DLC, the extra stuff.
We just need to find a way to get
Yeah.
Aye. If that's still the plan.
It is. I will protect my son.
I love this walk animation. Look at that. Look at this spear. This is a beautiful looking spear.
That is up to Odin.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's rather
I think
what
once
was
I'm
said.
done with Liza P, I'm gonna do Link's Awakening
Words are
for
nothing.
the Switch.
Do I expect your tally
I wonder what's like on I wonder what like big releases are coming out soon. The next Prince of Persia
Well,
is coming out.
Let's see if Sindri has had any
well, the Thousand Year Door remake is coming out next year.
Oh yes, That'd be
The
big.
Cult of the Lamb sex update is coming out in January, I believe.
Oh yes, and Prince of Persia's newest game is the 15th.
Actually, I might do, depending on when I finish Lies of P, I might do the uh the Cult of the Lamb, the sex update. Should we do the? Because we also didn't do the Bishops of the Old Faith in the on the channel.
I'd be up for you doing that.
There he is!
Yeah,
Hey! Come show off the spear. See what we done.
Time to show off my fancy new spear. I've got a spear. My spear is amazing.
Now do the thing.
Oh, look at that. She's special, that one.
Ain't gotta tell me.
Have you found a way to reach Asgard?
Not as such. Had a few ideas, but they didn't so much work.
Brother, without a way to Asgard, what are we doing?
I do not know. I need to think. I am tired.
Oh, retire. It's telling me to quit. Okay. Thanks for joining the
all right.
stream,
Thank you for
everybody.
everybody for watching.
No, it's it's we're swapping characters.
Nice.
Where are you going, brother?
Sleep.
So we're just keeping blindly on then, hoping we don't walk headlong into Ragnarok. Is that your plan?
I don't think Kratos knows what he's doing.
Does anyone?
No, and I think that's the tragic part of it, you know?
The Norns know what they're doing.
Yeah. They're basically just watching everybody screw up just as they said they would.
Yeah. I think that the only way to break fate is to do something unpredictable.
And what would be unpredictable?
Uh,
Oh, I love Kratos without his armor on.
trying to think of what would be the most unpredictable thing for Kratos. Probably letting Boy go.
Oh, that would be painful.
Yeah. Looking at his scars from
From the
the
chains.
chaos. Yeah, the chains of the Chaos Blade. Feeling the scar of when Zeus stabbed him.
Feeling old.
How did he get the scar on his eye?
That was ooh.
Oh, that was Diamos, wasn't it?
No, that was before the games. He got that during oh no, wait. He did get that in Ghost of Sparta. It's from Ares.
Uh,
Ares gives it to him in Ghost of Sparta in a flashback.
I thought it was Diamos giving it to him in a flashback.
No, he's trying to protect Diamos.
Oh, right.
I love how defeated Kratos looks right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to hear some real
Pensive.
bullshit.
Oh boy. Were people complaining about this scene because he's not big angry kill mode?
Somebody specific was complaining about this scene just last
Oh.
week.
Oh, was it like someone I would know of, like Tim Pool or the Quartering?
David Jaffe, the creator of God of
Oh,
War and
The
Twisted
guy
Metal.
that sucks. Yeah, the guy that sucks at Metroid.
Fair enough. But yeah, David Jaffe, the creator
Oh
of
right,
God
you
of
weren't there for
War.
the Metroid Dread playthrough. That was Biddy that I played that with.
Yeah, but I watched the video, so I
Okay.
know exactly that he sucks at Metroid. If you want, you can look up the interview where he talks about it. But
I will.
do that. I want to hear that.
Oh, looking up David Jaffe, the first thing is David Jaffe God of War. David Jaffe on new God of War. David Jaffe Twitter.
This way.
Oh,
Uh,
let's hear this. What's the
all
interview say?
right.
I want to hear his bad take. I've been holding off because I want to hear it with you.
The God of War's creator is unhappy with the direction of Kratos. Uh,
You enjoy the gentle
when confronted with the opinion that Kratos would be too boring of a character if he was to remain an angry dude for 5 mainline games, Jaffe points to who the fuck is texting me so much right this instant?
Leland.
Jesus fucking Christ!
It's funny to hear you blow out about that kind of stuff.
No, it was like 8
Oh, I
fucking
heard it.
alerts
Yeah.
in. Yeah, it was so fucking annoying. No, I don't
Game is plentiful, and you will want or need.
turn off notifications from that.
We're not far from the place
Fucking
where I first met.
yeah, fuck whatever. Update. You have auto update turned on. Why the fuck don't you auto update?
Oof.
He's soft.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is the
Ugh.
most serene part of the game, and here you are blowing up at your phone. This is amazing
You heard
content.
how many times it
I did. I did.
in the span of a minute it pinged 8 times.
Doot-doot-doot,
Ugh. What was I?
doot-doot-doot.
Okay, he points out the likes of James Bond and Spider-Man as examples of how to properly maintain the personality of a franchise character. Spider-Man is a terrible example. He goes through character arcs and changes in personality throughout the fucking each continuity.
To be fair, Spider-Man, they have to find new ways to re-traumatize him
That's all he seems to
every
want.
few
Well,
years.
that's why they just reboot the series.
Fair enough. They made him sell his children to the devil
Have you nothing to say
for an
yourself?
old
Let's
lady
see.
who was already like 90.
What would you have me say, Faye?
Anything.
Okay. God of War fans have been mocking the video pretty relentlessly ever since it was shared on Twitter, with some claiming that he's just mad that he's no longer working on the series and that PlayStation was right to give him the boot.
Knowledge
Oh,
is not
David
power.
Jaffe alienated like everybody around him,
Yeah.
which is a shame because I want a new Twisted Metal game.
The mighty God.
Oh, this article doesn't actually say what he said.
Oh, I love this
We are, child.
that line. The mighty God of War, frightened by his own child.
He is innocent.
I'm
We are not.
trying to find one that actually goes into quotes instead of just paraphrasing.
Not who we were. We must be better.
I love that line. We
Ah,
must be
found it.
better.
I found it. I do like the first God of War, but that was because it was so meta and so interesting and so genuine, just so good that I was cool with it. But I don't like the direction God of War is going in at all now.
Atreus.
I've seen in Ragnarok. I'll play Valhalla and maybe that'll turn me around. I've said this many times. Ragnarok is a great game, made wonderfully, wonderfully produced, but it's not God of War. It's not for me. Let's just put it that way.
Protect our son.
Let's see.
Oh no, the baby's dissolving.
Oh no. All right, I'll have to watch David Jaffe's
Video.
Yeah, well, after this.
Fair enough. But yeah, David Jaffe is very.
Consistently taking the L.
To be fair, he is a guy who pretty much alienated everybody he's ever worked with to some degree.
Yeah, that's fair. By the way, did the Twisted Metal TV show ever come out?
Yes,
And
it
was it
did. It was
mid?
mid.
Okay, all right. I would have, considering I haven't heard.
Oof.
Oh, the door's gone.
No, he's just punching a wall.
Oh, I thought that's where the door was. She's gonna break through and she's gonna be space behind it. Oh, oh, it's boy
What? That wall
in
is really
Asgard.
yellow. Building focus. Something my father taught me.
Man, it's such a coincidence. It's such a good coincidence that the scarring on the wall at Brock and Sindri's just happens to perfectly match the scarring on this wall.
Fair enough.
I'm kidding. That was a really good transition.
Into it. Through. Hey. It's through. Hey, be cool.
Oh,
Training without me?
That a good idea?
I like the streak in her hair.
I love her hair.
Won't your mom be mad if she finds
She's got Sif's hair, and then she's got like
Point.
Thor's little red streak going on.
Yeah,
It didn't hurt. Also.
it's like a
Oh,
lion's
that's a
mane.
meat cute right there.
Oh, grandfather. Right. Okay. Here, then take this, and send my regards to Sif, Lady Sif, and Tris. See you later, Thrud.
He definitely has a thing for Thrud. I think everybody has a thing for Thrud.
Probably.
Girls who could bend and snap me. Very hot.
Can be good.
Oh yeah.
The two of you. I
Oh,
swear.
that was a bit. That transition didn't go as well.
It's a little messy. Yeah.
I think it just didn't load properly.
What's in the jar?
Milk curd. Mom's
Oh god, remember the fucking glitch we had where Brock just teleported?
He just sort of smear framed.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Just uh
Oh,
that was hilarious.
they just sort of drag and clicked him.
Yeah.
On that note, loving the design of this room. Look at it. That's so pretty.
Oh yeah.
I love that an undisclosed amount of time has passed, which is literally like probably 5 days. Tops.
Or 5 years.
Everyone back home would freak if they knew I was in here.
Oh, wrong room.
What am I doing in here?
What room is that?
That was Thor and Sif's room. That's a good
Oh,
way
I
to
see.
get immediately killed.
Yeah. Uh who would you rather have kill you? Thor or Sif?
Thor would make it very fast. Probably him.
Yeah.
It's a lot more complicated than you think. You don't need to know why things are done. But I'm old enough. This isn't about your age. Then what is it about?
That's Sif being a helicopter parent.
Yeah. And she probably doesn't want Thurin to go the same way as Balder. Then
Probably more
again,
like Magni and
Balder
Modi.
did have a helicopter parent as well.
Fair enough. Magni and Modi definitely. It's very much the mindset of we screwed up these two, and now they're dead. Let's be very careful with the third. You know.
Yeah. Especially with the apocalypse literally looming over.
Accept them and move on. Now go smash something, will you? Honestly, I like you better as a drunk.
Oof. I love
Right.
how Odin mistreats Thor
This is
as a
where we
narrative
begin.
tool, not actually because I like
Yeah.
mistreatment.
First time.
So I have some issues I do have with the pacing of Doctor Who. I saw the crack in the universe,
Yep,
and that
fair enough.
reminded me. Um, I feel like Moffat puts too much focus on the foreshadowing, like how in season 5, pretty much every episode ends with like focusing on a crack being left behind. It would have been more neat to have the crack be in the background but not focused on. Kind of like how Rose appearing on TVs happened in season 4.
Series 4, yes. Great
Yeah,
series, by the way.
absolutely.
Ooh.
Because that's the one with Donna. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah, I think it would have been better to have that and the director of the silence like opening up walls. I think that would have been those would have been better left in the background until the reveal.
That's fair. I think the Impossible Astronaut is a great early like indicator of a storyline, and then
Yes,
it
but
kind of
then
falls
they
apart near the middle and then the end.
yeah the the middle of the plot line
Yeah.
involving the silence because once like Good Man Goes to War is the last good episode in a string of good episodes. Like, oh no, that's a terrible way to describe it. After A Good Man Goes to War, the number of bad episodes starts to drastically outweigh the number of good
Oh, who's
episodes.
coming with us? Ooh, it's Thrud.
You can count on us.
Oof. Hopefully, Angerboda doesn't get jealous.
What a privilege
Ugh, what a sleazeball.
for all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. You don't want to walk into the blistering cold of Helheim without this. Every Lao should keep you nice and
Oh,
clean. You're welcome.
man, that would have been useful in the first game.
Odin couldn't survive the cold
Yep.
of Helheim.
You believe everything that old goat says?
Thrud,
But then we wouldn't have had that fantastic
Yeah,
scene.
we're gonna make the most of this.
I am your monster no more.
True.
Now, as much as I
God,
would
that was
love to
still
do
the
this,
best scene in the
I
first
have
game.
something else to do for the Allfather. If you run into any trouble, just scream so I know where to find your bodies.
Let
Was
me
he
just
gonna
put one in
dodge?
him. Let me put one in him. Let me put one in him.
let's find that masterpiece.
They don't let you shoot him.
That's bullshit. They should allow you to shoot him and he always dodge
First off, Hellwalkers are nothing compared to Valkyries.
or catch.
Second, I thought you
Oh,
were
there
dead.
we go.
Hell doesn't look that cold.
It looks very cold. This is a lot of blues.
Eh, I could survive with just a sweater.
You couldn't survive a Massachusetts winter with a mere sweater.
In 5 years, I could.
Fair, maybe. Oh God.
It's a
Oh
climate change
yeah,
joke.
yeah. When I first
Oh,
moved up to Massachusetts,
yeah.
we had a blizzard the year I arrived. It was like a terrible, terrible blizzard.
I just don't believe it was your
And then we had another in like 2016. And then since then, no really bad blizzards, which is apparently very weird and a bad omen.
Yeah.
We barely
Um.
got any snowfall last year.
Yeah. No. People are really, really concerned about the fact that snow in December is becoming increasingly rare. globally.
Specifically in the places where it should be common, instead of
Yeah.
like the middle of Oregon.
I gotta say, I don't think these warriors are very
Um. So speaking of jokes, you want to hear a joke Biddy stole from the internet?
Oh, I
That was
love
super.
jokes stolen from the internet.
All right, all right. A snake walks into a bar. The bartender says, "How the fuck did you do that?"
well. What other heinous crimes has my grandfather committed?
Let's see. He decimated Vanaheim, tortured Tyr, murdered Groa, murdered Ymir.
Do you get
Goes
it?
on and on.
Interesting.
I get it.
Did you hear all this?
Freya and
Of
Mimir
course I
killed
got it.
Thor.
I laughed.
Okay. Oh, that didn't catch on the mic.
Oh shoot.
It,
Look,
it was just
you don't believe
silence.
me, but
Well, on probably
Either
because of
you're full of
Crisp.
crap or you're a hypocrite for helping him. Can we just focus on the problem?
I love that she's like, so either you're a hypocrite for helping my grandfather, or you're full of crap, which I like.
Yeah, calling him out.
Yeah.
Speaking of, the Daleks are massive hypocrites because they team up with all the others because in order to trap the Doctor because they fear the TARDIS exploding because if the TARDIS explodes, then reality will cease existing. But that's like a month after they themselves tried to set off the reality bomb.
Huh.
So like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
It's obviously in there, so you just gotta open that somehow. Is there anything you can shoot?
Oh,
see? More Hellwalkers. That means we're headed the right way.
they do this a few times, which is obnoxious.
Oh, you have to backtrack to kill some enemies before you can progress.
It's the case of like, oh, you're supposed to eventually give up on like the path forward and go back to see
Oh,
if.
I hate that.
I hate that too. Yeah,
I
they do that
absolutely
in
do.
exclusively in this area though, so it's like somebody new, except for whoever designed this one encounter.
You know, there is an easy way to fix that and make it more telegraphed that that's what you're supposed to. Have like it be you're approaching the correct path, but then like ice on the roof collapses and blocks your path, and have them be like, "We're gonna need to find another way around."
Yeah, that's classic like design,
Yeah,
but
and
they
they
don't
didn't
do
do
it in
that
this one
here.
instance,
Yeah, so fucking weird.
which is so weird considering like the rest of the game is super telegraphed.
Yeah, they do it in other parts. Like they did it when were with Thor when the like what was it like a pillar or something collapsed.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so why the fuck didn't they do that here? Why just have a metal door with no indication that you're supposed to backtrack?
It's like the one instance of it, which is weird, but
Well,
eh.
there's a big hole up there now. Could be our way around.
Hey,
One hand.
Guess maybe our families are just meant to be enemies.
well, not us. I don't believe that. What I do believe is that you'll make a great Valkyrie. I'll tell your mom the same thing, even if she scares the life out of me.
Now we have a masterpiece to find.
All right, let's throw that on.
Hell yeah. Uh, I am excited to play Liza P on the channel.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be our big game for
Now what?
like a good month plus.
But my gut's telling me what we need is here.
Maybe. Do you think it'll take more than 4 episodes? I am pretty good at it. I just beat New Game Plus a
Maybe you
couple
can show
days
me.
ago,
I'll be a
which
good
is
Valkyrie archer.
saying a lot considering the difficulty of New Game Plus on Lies of P is equal to like New Game Plus 3 on a FromSoft game.
Fair enough.
The final boss was so fucking hard, but like in a good way. There's really only one that I think was not good, and
That's
I'll
Door Guardian.
yeah, and I'll explain why once we get to that.
That's fair.
What is that?
I'll slow it down for you.
Yeah, I got this.
Duggo form.
Yeah,
Time to give nuzzles. Vicious,
oh,
deadly nuzzles.
time to teach Link how to do various ancient techniques.
Very, very
True.
creepy.
You know, because you're a golden wolf.
Looks like there's more soundstone on the grate. You got this? Let's go.
They should port the Twilight Princess HD onto the Switch.
No idea why they don't. They should also do it for Wind Waker.
The mask's
Yeah,
a little weird with how these buildings
You think those would be like perfect games for like just having on the go, you know?
yeah, absolutely.
And it's not like they have to redo it. It's like just remove the touchpad functionality.
Yeah, it didn't really do much, anyways.
Eyes up. We got company.
You ever think about how wild it is that between the Wii U, the 3DS, and the Switch, every Zelda game is available?
Yeah. I just wish that you know, some of it wasn't trapped on the Wii U.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Oh man, what was the? There's some game. There was something I was watching earlier about why, for a brief time, the Wii U
Wait,
had
this way?
the best version of
I need this to go well. I need my family to
of
see what I can do.
a
know.
certain speedrunning skip, which pissed a lot of people off because of how bad the Wii U's port was.
Oof.
What game was it?
Max?
Oh, I'll check the game channels. I'm pretty sure I posted a link to it.
Fair enough.
Let me get that for you.
Was it Saints Row?
No, no, it's Saints Row didn't have a Wii U port.
Maybe it did. I don't know.
No, no, it was a Nintendo game. I want to say it was
Let's head back to the
originally
hill.
Nintendo 64, and it
So,
involved a
wanna talk about the drama, huh?
glitch.
Was it Devil's Third?
He's
Mhm.
intense.
No.
Like he's trying to force
Devil's
me to
Third is a
conform.
bad game.
Ah, Majora's Mask.
Oh,
Well, I'm
fair
It
enough.
was the debug menu. It was accessing the debug menu
Know what I
for the any percent run
bet you do.
because you can't access it in the
N64 game.
yeah, because you need a specific version on the yeah, no, you can't access it on the Nintendo 64 because it crashes when you try it.
Mm.
And though you can access it on the GameCube version and the Wii version, you can't do anything because you need to use the D-pad in order to maneuver the debug menu, and the D-pad is not mapped uh, on the GameCube and Wii version. It's only mapped on the Wii U version.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's but then arbitrary code execution ended up getting discovered, so they stopped having to use the Wii U.
Hey, Dad.
Mm.
Mom's gonna have
Honestly, I think that arbitrary code execution should be its own category
For the most part,
because
it is.
Which way?
no,
The mask showed us
it's
straight
the
ahead.
any percent.
Mm.
Where's the waste block?
Maybe they're trying to keep me down
Like
or something.
I do not like arbitrary code execution as a speedrunning
So,
tactic.
how'd you
I
know
think
about
you
the
can do
Valkyrie?
very cool stuff with
He had a
Ace,
fight with Mom.
but I don't think it fits in speedrunning, and that's the primary reason why I hate
Such
any percent speedruns
knew
of
exactly where they needed to
usually
go.
Nintendo 64
He had
games.
discernment. So did I.
Because at that point, you're not playing the game
You're
or
just
doing
fucking with the
anything.
code.
Where'd you know?
Yeah, you're not doing any feats of skill. I stand by my statement that arbitrary code execution is not a feat of
Looks
skill.
like it's through here.
It's just a series of predetermined inputs every
Too
time
heavy?
Shut
with
up.
no
You're
variation.
walking it.
I'll take a look.
Like nobody can do it faster or slower. It is the same every single time.
Hey, see these arms?
Let's see. Not bad.
I know.
I love puzzles like that. We just got to get a
It's
different
okay.
angle on the
Maybe
object.
Valkyrie's fight
Yeah.
was strength and
Which is
style.
why I'm very hopeful for the new Senua Sacrifice game.
For the first time I've
Oh
seen
yeah,
someone
that's
fight
coming out next
really
year,
well.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's like the big release I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Bad giants have to follow prophecy.
Who cares? Make your own
Imagine if they
path.
released a new Heavenly Sword out of nowhere.
I think Sony owns the license for that. No, wait. Um,
Didn't they? Didn't someone else get the licensing rights for
Now
it?
let's
it's it's Ninja Theory. Ninja Theory has the rights for that one actually.
What else have they done? Because I know we were talking about them at some point
Senua's
recently.
Sacrifice. They were the original creators of Croc when they were
Oh, that's probably why I was
Argonaut.
thinking. That's probably why I was thinking about Heavenly Sword after talking about Sinuous Sacrifice. Then,
Yeah, they were originally Argonaut at one point.
help us
Then
out.
they kind of took the best people from Argonaut and made a new studio.
oh, like what Rare did with Platonic.
Pretty much.
Got it.
Sure looks like it.
God, I wish Ukulele was better.
Ukulele in the Impossible Layer is supposed to be like really good. And I played a bit of that, and that was like a ton of fun.
Isn't it a 2D game?
It's a 2D. It's more like Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah. But my main thing is I wish Ukulele was better. I don't like the way levels are handled because instead of going with 10 smaller levels, they went with like
5 mega
5
levels.
mega levels that start out small and then get mega, but the way it's handled or the way it's executed, like most people just uh make them mega before even entering them if they can. Or no, I think you need to enter once before you can increase the size. So people usually just like enter and immediately exit to make it bigger without actually being able to like see the level. Like they had an interesting idea, but it wasn't done well. And also the placement of the quills is atrocious and does not give the same purpose as like the notes in Banjo Kazooie. Because the notes in Banjo Kazooie are to help you track where you have been, and they lead you to collectibles.
Can you get up there?
Like they lead you to key locations. Whereas in um,
Ukulele, they're kind
Ukulele,
of everywhere.
Cut the crate down on
yeah,
purpose.
they're everywhere
No
with
idea.
seemingly no rhyme or reason, and some are even hidden, which I hate.
Great design decision there.
Was I too rude about her grandfather?
Yeah, if you want to hide something,
Right?
like in the back corner,
So,
hide like
Talking to me?
a
no.
Jiggy or a Jinjo
Okay. Well,
or a Mumbo token.
Yep. Hide something of extra value. Don't hide like your main collectible.
Well, the quills were the secondary collectible. The pages were the main collectible.
The
But
one
like,
you pick up the most of.
yeah, s- hide the, oh god, what were they? Atoms. I think the atoms were the uh things you used to buy mutations, right?
Probably.
Yeah, like hide the atoms or the Rextro tokens, but don't hide a goddamn quill, because that's just going to result in people searching the entire level for that final quill that they're missing.
Time to give cuddles.
I had a spider named Cuddles once.
I know you mentioned you had a pet tarantula. I could never live in a household with one of those.
Well, I had one when I was like 13.
That's fair. I don't have an. I mean, I do get that like tarantulas can't hurt you,
Let's go.
Whoa,
but at the same time,
freaking out. You
I
must
don't want to be anywhere near one of them. They're huge.
Yeah, if I got a pet tarantula and we lived together, I would keep it in the tank, so you'd know that it is secure, cannot get out.
Oh, that's just waiting for the one day we open up the door and you go, "Huh, he's not in the tank."
Been here before.
Only for me to freak out as you cackle and go, "Oh no, there he is. He's in a corner."
Nah,
Just to mess with me.
We gotta get out of
I'd
here.
get one that's a girl. They're bigger.
No, no.
besides.
Oh, oh,
Are we looking for
oh,
anything?
oh. This you don't know why this is one of my favorite areas.
It's a giant
Because it's pretty. Oh,
tree behind it.
Fenrir.
It's a doggo.
Let's start with the lock not
Or
next to
wait, is that Fenrir or Fenris?
It's not Fenrir.
So it's Fenris.
Nope.
Is it the one that eats the moon?
No, this is Garm. He's a totally different doggo.
There are so many dogs in Norse mythology.
Yeah, this is one of the not so good boys.
panicking?
That is a strong ass bow.
There we go.
Heavy sleeper.
So what's this dog do? Oh wait, is this the one that eats Tyr's hand?
No, that's Fenrir.
Oh.
So what they do in I'll explain when we get closer to the big reveal.
All right. There.
Looks like there was
Oh,
another
but he's still got one on his neck.
Big doggo. Big doggo. Woo!
You can't trap dogs when boy is near. Oh, he could just break that one.
Yep. Just to throw you off the expectations for a second.
I like that.
Yep.
Are we gonna meet Fenrir?
We already did. He's the dog you
Oh
at the
shit!
beginning
Yeah,
of the
no,
game.
he's dead.
Yep.
Ow. It's not
I forgot
responding.
about that. Are we going to see an undead Fenrir that is
Let that thing loose.
bound
or
with
it's gonna
rainbow?
Kill me. We gotta get out of here. Come on.
Through. Wait up.
Maybe we missed it. Maybe it's back here.
Through. Through. It's gonna be okay.
How can you say that? I shouldn't have listened to you.
Look, if I made a mistake, I'll fix it. I can find the piece.
Does it eat hell?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's what created the rifts.
Unqualified moron. You know that thing tears holes between realms, right? Well, I suppose I should expect nothing less from half-breeds.
Don't call me a half.
I
douche.
Leave him alone. It was
You
a
know,
mistake.
he really should have seen this coming.
Was allowing you
But
to protect your mother. You helped him, didn't you? What side are you on anyway? Guppy?
Try me and find out.
Oh. And what are you going to do exactly? You see, everyone takes it easy on you because they are afraid of your father. I am not. That fat, drunken, utter piece of trash!
he's
Oof.
got autonomous ultra instinct.
Again.
Yes, yes, the dumb does not fall far from the tree. Very well, then. Give me your best shot.
God, I can't wait to get my hands on him.
Lot to learn
Squeeze the
regarding
life out of his
regarding
face.
who your family is.
I want that twink obliterated.
No, it is not.
I want to wrap my hands around his throat and keep squeezing.
I want to hold his head underwater until the bubbles stop.
Oof.
You really believe the Allfather would allow that to happen? Please do not let this little weasel feed your delusions any longer. So close.
Stop! He just wants to make you mad.
Well, the trick is you gotta hit him really hard.
You gotta hit him without thinking about it.
You know, I could probably hit him.
Boring.
And how?
You are finished throwing,
Because
we should go.
there is so much going on in my mind that he wouldn't be able to
Won't you explain this
parse anything.
to the
Out of,
He probably
Ex-
could. I mean, he's basically reading your intents. So unless you're thinking really hard about something else, probably pretty good at dodging it.
but here's the thing: when I think about, I have like 5 songs playing in my head at any given moment.
My God, you just harass him with Barbie doll.
Father will have my back.
Nah, I would play right now. I would play "Bring Me to Life" on loop, very loud, bass boosted in his mind.
Did you ever did I have not seen Barbie yet, but did they play Barbie Girl?
No, they did not. Everyone was
Seriously, I have learned
disappointed.
the huge
That's fair. I get why they
They,
wouldn't. It's
they
too
didn't get
obvious.
the they didn't have the license for it. They weren't able to get the license
Oh,
for it.
If we could only somehow harness your uselessness, we could
fair
fuel
enough. But
this
they did get
entire
John
system.
Cena,
Fine. It's all on me.
Yeah, he was Mermaid Barbie
I don't need
Mermaid
your
or
help.
Ken.
Mermaid Ken. Yeah,
Save it for later,
which
Father.
he did for like free because he wanted to be in the movie, and his agent said no, so he just walked over there and was like, "Hey, can I cameo?" Like, you want to be Mermaid Barbie? I was like, "Yes."
You gonna be a mermaid in a Barbie film? Congratulations.
We have a lot
Yeah,
to discuss.
Loki, I'll meet you in your room when I finish.
the Barbie movie was fantastic.
Okay.
I really need to make time to see it. I keep telling myself I will.
I need to see Oppenheimer.
You know what I need to see? Zack Snyder's new movie that just came out like
Oh
today.
yeah, Rebel Moon.
Yeah,
Until
part
you show
I
one.
saw,
I'll make it up to you.
I saw it on. I mean, I didn't see it, but when I was on Netflix, I saw that it was available.
Stop.
That's fair. It's like the big thing right now.
Ingrid,
Apparently, he filmed it on like less than any of the Star Wars films, and he did a two-parter.
you?
Well,
Looks like a yes.
he probably has the an actual passion to tell the story that he's telling.
Sound like a plan?
Oh my god, did you hear about the latest?
Oh, Odin.
Oh, he's gonna be pissed that you let the
I heard
dog
the Barbie
go.
doll had
Who
to
let the
say.
dogs out? Who?
I'd like to hear it from you. What happened? mistakes.
So what's that dog do?
Freeing Garm. That was a big one. Chaos has already sent
Garm.
one to the other
Isn't
realms.
that Sumner's evil brother
In Asgard. And everywhere else.
from Gauntlet?
Yeah, same
I
name.
want to go home now.
Yeah, I know. I was making a joke,
Okay?
but you didn't respond.
Fair enough. That's on me. I'm a little intent on Odin.
Personally here. It's your choice.
That's fair.
Clear your mind. And now you'll be back.
The mocapping is great here. You can see him licking his lip. He's just nervous.
I like how subdued his beard is.
It's not that I
It's
don't
not like
you understand.
long and extravagant like Thor's is.
Yep. Odin is great.
Oh yeah,
Oh, and Ingrid?
he's got a very plain design, and I like that.
Please, not to go.
Like compared to other Odins who are like constantly in armor all the time.
I like that he has like so many different outfits. He really does sell
Loki. When you do
the
decide we're
big
ready
bad,
to
you know?
continue our work here, who gets
Oh
to
yeah,
you in your old home? You screwed up.
God.
Doesn't change the
You know what
fact
one of my favorite kind of villains are?
I like that he's being a decent parent, but you know it's like for a means at the end, you know?
Oh,
Oh,
say hi
absolutely.
to Mimir for me.
It's like you're always welcome here. Is he really Odin? Or is he only welcome here until
I
like
thought I'd be
he
so
gets
happy to be back
what he
again.
wants?
Yeah.
You're staying. You might be waiting a while. Of course.
You know what my favorite kind of villain is?
Do tell.
The one who wants the protagonist to kill them as a way to prove a point.
I'm pretty sure Odin doesn't want to die, so
I know, I know. I was just thinking about what I like in villains.
that's fair.
Yeah, like the Joker trying to get Batman to kill him.
If the Mystic Gateway's
Uh,
Odin was right. Freeing
Oh,
Garm.
can I go pet the
Why
doggies?
did I screw up so bad?
are the dogs there?
They should be. Puppies, 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 puppies.
Hey, Specky.
Who's
I missed
feeding
you.
them?
Sorry I've been gone so long.
They're wolves. They can hunt on their own.
That's
They
fair.
just come back because of the nice home.
Yeah, the shelter.
Yep.
The beds that are raised so you
Such a
don't
good
lose
girl.
heat.
Aren't you,
Yep.
Svanna?
Earth is the
Oh,
ultimate heat sink.
I love the doggos. Oh, pretty girls. Oh, I've owned like 3 dogs in my life, and they've all been girls.
Nice.
Yeah. There was Coco and Nutmeg the poodles. Then there was Emmy the golden retriever.
Okay.
Golden retrievers are
This is time to
nice.
listen.
My
Oh,
dad's got a golden retriever who's a descendant of one of the dogs who played Marley in Marley and Me.
oh,
Almost
yes,
home.
you mentioned that.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
My dog was a
Everything's
mutt.
fine.
Very
her name is
adorable mutt.
her name is Jinx.
Oh, is she lucky?
Uh, well, she chews on the wall.
Ooh, very jinxy.
Yeah, she's definitely
Oh,
descended from Marley.
No,
Oh,
no.
that ain't good.
Wait, it's you!
Oh, that looks like a big hole.
that's a hole.
Where's Boston? Trying to find a way to you. Do you mind? We're being attacked right now.
This won't stop until I close that filter. Atreus, help keep them off me.
Don't get stuck on the other side.
Realm tears. This is fun. I love when they do stuff like this. Really throw it out there.
Yeah, it's a nice shake up. It truly sells the idea that nowhere is safe.
Yep. Dog form. Puppy.
How long have we been going?
We are only an hour 30 in.
Alright. Once we settle this scene, do you want to call it?
Tell me when.
Because we did start late.
That's fair. I'm thinking because I know what happens next, and I'm wondering. Well,
Okay. Don't let it bite you. That's a spear.
Off your back. Help Freya. I will draw them to me.
oh, new ability.
Hell yeah. Now that you have boy, you can go back to your cottage with him, and Ragnarok doesn't have to happen as long as nobody messes with Kratos.
Oh, seriously? There we go. Probably, but is that really what we want with Heimdall out there still being a threat to everybody?
Well, if Heimdall hurts boy, then Ragnarok's gonna happen.
That's fair.
If you think about it, it's all Odin's fault.
Whoop.
Damn.
David Jaffe doesn't know what he's talking about.
Is it over? No thanks to you.
Where is Atreus?
Atreus has the runaway returned and brought all this with him.
I love that they're finishing off the job.
Hold still.
You got double tap.
You're bleeding.
Eat your blubber.
I just love this. Oh, that pan.
Oh, he looks so disappointed in himself.
What do I call you?
Boy. Yes!
Yes! The writing in this game is so great.
Oh, yeah. How little words this scene needs.
It doesn't need words. It just needs this
I mean,
moment.
what do I call you was a really good line.
I mean, true. It's full of banger lines.
It's all my fault. The Hell Walkers. They're everywhere. Everywhere.
That is not your fault.
Yes, it is. There was a wolf in hell. He was in chains and I set him free. I thought that if
Garm! Great bleeding fuck, lad! You freed Garm! Garm! You freed Garm! That's madness. Surely not you, young one.
If the Hound of Hell is loose, he'll chew through the fabric of the realms. Hellwalkers are just the beginning. What were you thinking?
Aye, this is a fuck up of not insignificant proportions. What would drive you to such mischief? Is this Loki's
Kratos
doing?
is definitely gonna step in. Yeah.
Atreus has made a mistake. One that we will fix together.
Yeah, who hasn't made a mistake in this group?
Alright, so this might bring us over 2 hours, but do you want to fix the mistake this episode, or do you want to do that next episode?
Let's save it for next episode. You know, leave the people waiting.
Alright. I like a good reunion. They've tossed head aside. This is important.
Oh yeah, reunion.
I might drive away back to Elon.
Perhaps the squirrel does.
I need to speak with you at once. At once, I say.
Hey, Pro ZD.
All right, what do you got to say, Ratatosker?
Gentlemen, I apologize for my brusque tone, but whatever has lately transpired in Helheim is completely unacceptable. I must insist you remedy the situation without further delay. I implore you, return to Helheim post-haste and undo whatever it is you've done.
I do love Ratatasker's design. But that's the end of our episode.
Yeah,
Let's do our sign off.
yeah. Bye, Pro ZD. You're my favorite character in Pluto.
I'm sure you'd appreciate that if you heard it.
I don't know. God, imagine if he watched our fucking channel.
I watched some of his videos. He's great.
Yeah, he has the entirety of Peter Pan memorized.
I love his latest videos where he's like, ProZD plays games with Steve, and then he was playing like some One Piece video games that were all like really hot garbage from the 4Kids era, if that helps.
Oh my god.
So it's like
That sounds amazing.
so they're playing and they're like, some of these voice actors are decent. Then they get immediately to Sanji, and they're like, oh, I take that back.
Yeah, what the fuck was up with Sanji's voice?
Nami,
it was
my
like kind
sweet.
of like this. You would know.
I'm doing
Good
some
food
Brooklyn
if you-
Rage.
Can you get past the salt? I need to put salt in this dish.
I apologize, Nami, my sweet. Oh, that's a little too French. But yeah.
Honestly, he would do well with a French accent.
God. 4Kids One Piece is so bad for like all the
I
most
love
funny
it.
reasons.
Look, when he wakes up, tell him it was a pop gun.
He had like a really bad like Scottish accent. It's like,
I don't fucking remember.
when he wakes up, let him know that was a pop gun. No, that's more like Sanji. Dang it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to do, though.
Yeah. They fucking replaced the cigarette with a lollipop, but because it was always meant to be a cigarette, it causes him to hold it weird.
Yeah.
But the One Piece rap, though.
The One Piece rap.
I am curious to see what the One Piece anime reboot is going to look like.
He's made of rubber. How did that
How did that-
happen? Yo, ho, take a bite of gum gum. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my One Piece watch group recently reached Water 7, and more specifically, our cliffhanger is Luffy versus Usopp.
That is a really good fight, though.
Oh, it's great. I am very excited for it.
I fucking loved Usopp in that because
Usopp
it really
in Water 7 is
he
just great.
shines so bright in that fight because he knows that he can't beat Luffy like head on, so he has to be very tactical about it, and he knows all of Luffy's weaknesses.
Exactly. It's very much a case of Usopp's brilliance shines really great in that scene, even if his physical strength doesn't. Because that's not what he's good there for. He's there for his.
He's smart. He's a tactician, and he's a sharpshooter, and that is what he knows he's good at, and he knows how to counter Luffy's strengths.
It also means that we're very close to the introduction of Sogi King.
Hell yeah! I love the Sniper King.
Sniper King from the Sniper Island. Oh, the best character to never return to One Piece.
Yeah. Anywho, sign off time. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been God of War Ragnarok. There's other stuff on the channel. I will have had Lies of P up by the time this goes on YouTube.
Yep.
There is also Night in the Woods being played by our friend Biddy. We recently did Harfest. There is a couple tabletop RPGs going on, one of which is a D&D 5e homebrew that I run called World at Pier, and the other is a homebrew system called System Wasteland, run by our friend Chuck V.
I'm so used to you saying World of Zulu.
No, it was Realm of Zulu.
Realm of Zulu, yes.
Also, that was like 2 years ago.
I know, but I was so used to you saying it that I always wait instinctively for it, even though I know it's wrong.
The and finally, there's Tabletop Thursdays, where on Thursday, Biddy, Chucky, and I play Tabletop Simulator. For the winter solstice, we play the game of winter.
Yep.
So, common challenge today. What's your favorite arc of One Piece?
Definitely, it's a tie between Drum Island and Emple Down.
For me, it's Skypiea.
Skype is great, but like it also is like the one where I'm like, yeah, I could skip this on a rewatch.
Either Skypiea or the oh, what's the haunted ship called? The
Thriller
one with
Bark.
the Thriller Bark.
Thriller Bark is such a vibe. It also introduces like one of the best characters.
Yes, Robin or not Robin. Brooke.
Yes.
I fucking love Brooke.
Especially his relationship to Ladune.
Yeah, the whale.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I do like the whale.
yeah.
It's a shame that One Piece cuts him out entirely.
The Four Kids.
The 4 Kids version, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I so would love to be able to peer into a universe where the Four Kids version continued, just to see how they would handle it. Honestly, I think it would have been like so far since they entered um and since they entered
From
that
what I
area.
recall, by the time 4 Kids was done, they actually did get to Thriller Bark in canon. Because they were just at like Water 7, Longrean Island, when 4 Kids was pumping out the video games.
I
So the
see.
video games are hacked apart versions that remove characters for arcs that weren't translated to English yet.
Fair. I think that what probably they would have, honestly, they probably would just had the whale like be there whenever Brooke talks about it, and have it be like, since it's been so long since the whale first appeared, they'd probably figure that they could just gaslight people into thinking the whale was there the entire time in that version.
Probably.
All right. Well, with that out of the way, that's all I have to say. But good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.